welcome back, guys. This is Puhal again, and thank you so much for sticking around for the previous videos. So today, we're going to learn about the input function, data types, part 2. We learned about the data types part 1 in a previous tutorial. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it right now. This will explain the rest in further detail, and we'll learn more. We already mastered the input function, and now we're going to learn about the next part of data types. So, let's dive in. Okay, list. So what do we know about a list? A list is a set of elements. Simple enough. And they can be changed. There's also slicing and change by index. So let's demonstrate them and see how they all work. Now, list is a set of elements. Now let's open up Visual Studio Code. Whoops. That was the solution for the previous problem. The calculator. Okay. So let's see a simple syntax of a list. A list is demonstrated with square brackets and then values. So let's say 1. And then to separate the values, add a comma. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, a hiccup. So that's basically a list. If we try to run it, nothing happens because we didn't do anything to it. But we want to use it, but we can't. So we have to assign it to a variable, like x. Nothing happened, so good so far. Now let's say print x. What happens? It's good, it works. So this is basically the default syntax of a list. Instead of having numerical values, you can have any value. For example, true, a boolean, a string here, like maybe hello. What did, oh, um, ah, okay. Huh. Maybe a complex number here. Let's say 5, no, 3j plus 5. Whoops. Plus, 5. Here could be, what's another value that we learned? Okay, 3.6. Here could be a value of, um, was there something else? No. So if we try to run it, it still works. So as you can see, it can have any value. So some of you might be thinking, can we put a list inside a list? Let's see if that works. We can add a duplicate. Oops. Uh, So let's do a simple, like, let's add another list here. Maybe, what do you want to add? 11, 12, 13, random numbers. Now we have another list. We can copy this and then place it here. Now we have a list inside a list. Looks confusing, doesn't it? Let's see what will happen. Will it return an error? Nothing. So as you can see, we can put a list inside a list. We can actually put any data type inside a list except functions and sort. Now we have the basic stuff. Now what do we want to learn? Okay, so list can be changed. I'm just gonna make another list with numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's a simple way to change a list. Num of 0 is equal to 11. Now let's print num. I'm just gonna clear the other info. Wow, it changed. So what just happened here? So we just assigned a variable to the list. I'm gonna add a comment. Assigned variable to list. Now what did we do here? We We changed index. Now what do we do here? Printed values. Now, everyone understands this part and this part, but not this part. So, what did we do here? Here's the thing. An index is the place in which an element is. For example, this is the 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth index, seventh index, eighth index, and ninth index. So, what's different in here? So as you can see, the first index is always 0. Second index is 1. So here's a cool tip. If if this is the first value in the list, subtract it by 1. Then you'll get the index. So I'm going to make this easier. First value is always the second index. Second value is the first index, and so on. So this would be 0. This is the first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth, so on and so forth for all values. So that's basically it. So what we did here was we changed this num of 0, which is 1. We changed that value into 11, and we got this. Simple enough. So what if we change this to 1? It changes the second index to 11. If we change this to 3, what number will be changed? The answer is 4. Because 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, changed it to 4. I mean, it changed it to 11 from 4. Mind my mistakes. So that's it. Now, what would this be? This would be 9. Now we change the last value to 9. But what would happen if we put it into 10? Because there's no 10th index. It says index error, list assignment out of range, because there is no 10th index. Now, what happens if we put -1? This will not work. Duh. But it works. How? So as you can see, this is a 0th index, first index, second index, all the way to 9. But there's also negative indexes, which is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, all the way to -10. So if I were to do -2 here, it would change to 9. -9 here, it would change this. -10 here, change the 1. -11 here, give index error since it's not a specified value. And there is no -11th index. Bam. Dab. And now it can be sliced. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Slicing is basically changing index. Wait, my headphone is falling off. Help. Okay. So, what is slicing indexes? So, if let's say we were to change this element from all the way here, we can't do, okay, change this to 1. Num of 2 is equal to 11. We can't just type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be, painful. Now, let's say we had a million. We don't want that to happen. There's a faster way. Um, what just happened? Um, mm, oops, I did something wrong. Why is this popping up? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna take these comments out. It's gonna be easier for me to understand. So what did we do wrong here? Let's see if just this works. Nothing happens. Ah, I got my mistakes now. I'm so sorry. So what did we do here? This is called slicing. So what this number divided by this number is divided by colon. So what the 1 does, it starts at the first index, which is here, and it goes all the way up to the fourth index, zero, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth index, but really it actually stops here because the first value behind the colon is the starting, which will start before that number. But the last value is a stop, which means it will not reach that number. So it changes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want it to change a specific sequence. Maybe apple, banana, carrot. Because remember, it's only changing um 3 numbers. 1 apple, banana, carrot, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I think we can also add another one. Oh yeah. Orange maybe. Good, it worked. So basically it deletes everything in that area and assigns it. But remember before that I wanted to change it into 11? But it gave this error. The thing is we have to put it into a list for it to assign. So it eliminated all the values here and put them here. But now let's say we wanted to get rid of all values and replaced it with 11. And we don't know how long the list is. There's a simpler way. What did we just do here? So basically, if there's no number behind the colon, it just starts in the beginning. And if there's no number after the colon, it just does the whole list. It just deletes the whole list and replaces it with whatever's here. Now let's see. Now replace the whole list with 11. Simple enough. But now let's say we wanted to start at the beginning of the list and finish it up to, let's say, here. What do we do? So first we want to know the index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the fifth index. But we want to include the 6. So we stop at the sixth index, which is here. That's all you do. Since remember, if there's no colon in the if there's no sorry, let me rephrase that. If there's no number behind the colon, then it just starts there. So deleted all numbers from here to here. Same thing here. We can also take this out and put a 6 here. This will start here. This would start right here and delete everything here and replace what was deleted with 11. See? But here. It starts, so it actually does it here. Aha, tricked you. No, no, I was actually right. Oh, I'm so sorry. It started here because this is the sixth index, remember? So it starts here and it does all the way to the end. And that's what I call slicing the list. Hee hee hee. Okay, now we basically know how to do it. And we know about changing by index, so we can skip ahead. Tuple. Hmm. What's a tuple? So a tuple is a set of elements, as before, what we said in the list, because it's also a set of elements. But here, a list can be changed, but a tuples can't be altered, so we cannot change the list. Headphone falling. I hate them. Tuple. I already said this. Now let's see the simple demonstration. Now let's say, what should we name it? Maybe, favorites. Is equal to. Remember in a list when we use square brackets? In tuples, we use parentheses. It's the same syntax as a list. So, what do I like? I like the color green. I like tennis. And I like Minecraft. I play Bedrock. Hmm. Yeah, I don't have Java. Okay, and it cannot be altered. Wait, before we do that, we already have this. Now let's try to print this out. Good. It prints it out. So it's similar. But now it says it can't be altered. Remember before we did slicing? Well, this does not work in list anymore. Wait. Okay. So it cannot work in list anymore. Let's see. Before we print it out, let's try to change it by index. Maybe 0? And let's change it to, let's say, blue. It says name favorite is not defined. Oh, it's plural. I'm so sorry. It says tuple object does not support item assignment. What? So what just happened here? So as you can see, you cannot assign. You cannot change the list. It does not count. Same thing goes for slicing. Still doesn't work. Let's try negative slicing. So what does this do? It starts at the 0th index and ends at the -1. The -1 is this, remember? So it does all the way here. So it should delete, but it doesn't because it does not support item assignment. It's stuck there forever. It's like this kid, that says, wait, I want a Krabby Patty. Yes, I'm a SpongeBob fan. Wait, fan. Why did I say spam? It's like this kid that always wants this, never changes his mind. I want a Krabby Patty. Okay, now a set. A set is a set of elements. Ironic, isn't it? And it can be altered. So it's actually going to be a bit harder than tuple, but easier than list. List is the huge thing. And it arranges them in order. So, what? What did we just learn here? Let's see that in. Oh my god. Let's see it in action. Now, a set is syntax. Oops, by. Ah, why am I full screening? Ah, okay. Set is denoted by curly brackets or braces for short. Um, so let's say we have x is equal to, what do I want in my list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's print it. Good, it works. Now let's try to change an element. Remember, we have to denote it with this. See, it does not support item assignment, so it will not work, okay? So as you can see, sets are not alterable. See, I tricked you. Haha. See, am I good at prank? What? Google defies me. Hmm. What? Hmm. So as you can see, it does not support item assignment because it does not have an index. So now what else can we do? It arranges them in order. What is that? So I'm just gonna get rid of this statement. So when we print it, I'm gonna remove this. When we printed it, it returned it exactly how it was. But what would happen if we do this? 4, 8, 10, 3, 7, that number, 5, 7, -1, 4.5. Let's print it. What did it print? It's way out of order. 4. What? What just happened? 4 is the first element, but now 4 is the third. 8 is the second element, but now it's this. This blah something is now um second to last. 4.5 is now the second. So as you can see, it just does stuff to it. It just arranges them in a weird order. Okay, so as you can see, that's pretty much it. But now let's say I wanted to add a duplicate value, like let's say 10, because I have two tens. But now it's the same order as here, but hey, where's the other 10? What just happened to it? It disappeared. Hmm, maybe it's a glitch. I'm gonna add some more. There's only one 10, and I added so much. What just happened to all of them? So, for those of you who don't know, list actually removes duplicate items. It just hates them. It's like extra memory to them, which it is. So, as you can see, list just erases all duplicate information, numbers, all of it. Now, let's say do 4.5. There's two 4.5, so it removes a duplicate. Hello. Aye. Hello. Now I'm gonna add a duplicate hello. It only returns one, so it can only hold one. Now let's say I do this. I'm gonna put a list in here. Will it return something? Good, it returns. But right here it says unhashable type list. So what did we learn? List cannot be in here. Let's try to print it again. Nothing, because the list cannot be in there. This statement is just to say where it is. Line 1, error in line 1. Trace back, file, the file's in, and stuff. Now we kind of mastered them. The final one that has haunted you in your language arts class. The dictionary. Now some of you might be thinking, okay, time to learn some more vocabulary words. Let's see. I might win the SAT this time. Well, dictionary isn't that type of dictionary. It's kind of different. It's like a list. It's like a list, tuple, and set. But dictionary is also a set of elements, and the good thing is it can be altered. And it's in the form of key value, and you can access the elements. So now, let's see them in action. This is a dictionary. What? It's the same thing. This is a set. Oops. This is a set. This is a dictionary. This is a list. This is a tuple. But dictionary and list are the same thing. We can hold empty these. But will the computer recognize this as a dictionary or a set? Because they look at the same thing. Will they read into the human's mind and find out? No. Okay. So let's see them in action. Press Control C, Control S to save. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I know you guys are very smart right now. Now, okay. Um, I'm sorry for switching it around. I need you guys to see it better. Sorry. Okay, so it's in the form of key value. Now let's see them. Let's say faves for favorites. Faves is equal to dictionary. What is my favorite sport? My favorite sport is tennis. Remember how I told you about key value? This is the key, this is the value. That's it. And you separate it for more. Game. What do I like? Minecraft. Oops. You have to put it in a string. But if you want, you don't have to have a string. The only rules for not having a string in a dictionary is that it's either a variable or it's a other data type that is not a string. Um, color green. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, uh, okay, that's it. Now let's try to print it. Oops, I forgot the colon. Thank you for reminding me, if you did. Okay. So as you can see, it worked. So now we know how to print a dictionary. What else can we do? We can access the elements. How? Here it is. You do print faves. Now this is going to be a bit easier. There's not going to be any indexing. Now let's say I want to know my favorite sport. I'm just going to do, oops. Remember, you have to type it exactly how it is, even if it's in capital. Now print tennis because the sport is tennis. What about game? What should it print? It should print Minecraft. Now what about color? Now it should print green. Now what about tennis? Should it print sport? It doesn't. Because as you can see, it only searches for keys, which is the stuff behind. I mean, before the colon, not the values, which are after. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to recollect my thoughts on the thought train. But I'm so sorry. I'm just in a happy mood today. Got good grades. Okay. Yeah, key error. Now, we want to add something to the dictionary. What do we do? It's a short, simple method. Faves, mm, animal is equal to dog. But hey, there is no animal here. And there is no dog here. So what we did was we actually changed. What we actually added. So what Python does is it checks. Is there an animal value? Is there an animal key? No, there is no key. So let's add it. So if we try to run it, I forgot to print. It adds it. Good. Now what if we do sport here? We already have sport. So it actually changed it because it's already a sport and it does not want to add an extra one. So that's how we add stuff to a dictionary. But what about adding stuff to a list? We haven't covered that yet. So let's do list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to add something. It's quite simple. We do list.append 5. Now we want to print list. Caps lock. It adds it. So that's basically how you do it. It's list.append and whatever you want to append. So now we know how to do this. And that's basically it. We mastered it. Yeah, boy, we did it. Now changing element type. Now we covered this a little bit. No, only the int in the last problem, which we used to convert the data types from string to int. So let's see it. Now let's say I have a variable that says 5. Now this is actually a string because it's inside quotes. Now we want to change it. Now wait, let's do this. Print the type of x. This is a string, like I said before. Now let's say we want to change it into an int. What we do is this. X is equal to int of X. So what this does, this converts this into an integer and then reassigns it to X. Now it's an integer. Good. But now let's say I do this. Can this be converted into an integer? No, it does not, because it's even if they take out the quotes, it's still a string because it has numeric no, not numerical, but alphabetical stuff. That's basically it. Now what about float? Now let's say I have 4.7 because floats are decimals. Oops, I forgot to change it. This is float. This is now a float because this is used to be a string. Now what about 46? It's not. That's basically float. Now what about complex? Now complex is a bit different. I'm gonna put this in hashtags. You do this. Complex is, let's say I want 5j plus 3. So what you do is 3 comma 5. And then you'll get 5j plus 3. Let's just print it. Good, 5j plus 3. So what this is, it doesn't really change it. It just creates one. So that's a good addition. Now, Boolean. Boolean is simple. Remember what we said before. True is 1, false is 0. This is bool. But true is equal to, this is false because I forgot to add double equal to. This is a bool because it's always a bool. Because this would be false. And false is a boolean. Now what about this? Still works because this is always an either true or false value. So it's always changed. Simple. Now list. We want a string. Oops. We have to have a string in here. List. Now let's say we put the string hello. It's a list. Now let's see. Let's print it out. What does it do? Hello. Now that's basically list. So we're gonna go quite fast through this because it isn't really that necessary. It's only for converting data types. Now tuple. I think this is tuple or tup. Oh, tuple. Tuple. Now let's print it. Prints. Simple. Now about set. It's a set. Hello. See, it removed the duplicate L's, and it just arranged it in a random order. But wait. A, B, C. Oh, no. Oh, it isn't in alphabetical order. Now that's basically it. We mastered it. But now, time for the final showdown. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Okay, let's get on with it. Problem. Now, let's see the problem. You have to make a small program and to ask the user for their favorite color, favorite sport, favorite game, favorite fruit, and favorite animal. Append this information into a dictionary and print the whole dictionary. This is basically what we just did, but but we have to use the input function. Okay, so the solution will be explained. You can start now if you want, but stick around. I'm gonna read the instructions. Solution will be explained in a few seconds. I recommend you trying to attempt the problem first before looking at the solutions. If you find it out, good job. If you want, you may look at my solution to see if mine's easier or if I did it in a different way. You can pause anytime and try to recollect your thoughts and stuff. But as I said before, even if you finish it, you may want to stick around to see if my solution's different. I know I'm saying it a lot, but if you don't know it, it's okay. These problems are meant to be a bit hard, but a bit fun. Now let's start. So now let's break the problem up into piece by piece by piece. What is the first stuff? What is the first thing? We want to ask the user for favorite color. Now I'm gonna create a little checklist. Favorite color. I'm gonna do it again. Favorite color, favorite sport, favorite game, favorite fruit, favorite animal. So favorite sport, color, sport, game, fruit, animal. Sport, game, fruit, animal. Let me do something quickly. This is just a mini checklist. I do it to recollect my thoughts and know what to do so I don't forget anything. Grenade as these are yeah. Now we want to append this information to a dictionary. But first let's create the dictionary. Um mm, where is it? Append to dictionary. And now we want to print the whole dictionary. So simple enough. I'm trying to find the hashtag. Print dictionary. Print dictionary. Now let's start. So now we want to know the favorite color. We can ask the user for an input. Input no color is equal to input give me your favorite color. Now I'm gonna copy this and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 favorites. We want this to be sport. We want this to be game. We want this to be fruit. And we want this to be an animal. We want this to be sport. We want this to be game. We want this to be fruit. We want this to be animal. Okay, let's just see what oops. Let's just see what happened so far to see if it returns any errors. Give me your favorite color. Oh, green. Favorite sport. Oh, tennis. Favorite game. Oh, Minecraft. Favorite fruit. Let's say blueberry. Favorite animal. Dog. Good. No problems. Okay. So now we accomplished a little bit. Mm, I'm just gonna make it easier a little bit to understand because this might be a long problem. So now these are getting values. Now we want to append. No. No, we already have these, so we're done. 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 But now we want to create a dictionary. Sorry, Google notifications. And yes, I have Discord. Okay, create dictionary. Now, we want to creating dictionary. This is how we create the dictionary. We just do this. What do we want to name it? Faves is equal to dick, and then this. Now we created one. Now let's try to print it to see what if we actually created one. Print faves. And let's see the type because we want to make sure if it's a dictionary because it's the same syntax for a set. Mm, facts. Ah, so, I have to enter all this information in. Just gonna do something. Remember, I don't recommend you do this, but only if it's under emergent conditions. This actually takes up memory. Good, it works. So it's actually a dictionary, so we're good to go. Okay, now we created the dictionary. We can take this out. Now we want to append to dictionary. Remember how we do it? We do faves of favorite color and assign it to color, the variable. Now we can copy and paste these information 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Favorite color, favorite sport, I, sport, game. Now there are actually faster ways to do this program, but these are advanced, like with loops and more stuff. May seem a lot, but it's mainly because I'm adding the checklist, spaces, more common spaces, and stuff. Now we have to change these. Sport, game, fruits, fruits and animals. Animal. Why am I writing it in plural? Oh wait, we finished this. And we finished this. I want to make myself look cool. Okay, now, final step. The printing. We want to print the dictionary. This is the hardest step of all. Faves. See, so hard. Oh, my hands. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Oh, come on. I com I completely forgot about doing this. Now my favorite color, green. Favorite sport, tennis. Favorite game, Minecraft. Favorite fruit, blueberry. Favorite animal, dog. Favorite favorite color is green. Favorite sport is tennis. Favorite game is Minecraft. Favorite fruit, blueberry. Favorite dog. I mean, no, favorite animal, dog. Wow, it worked. Now, do you think I actually programmed it to say those specific things? Let's change it up a bit. Favorite color. What should be my favorite color? Um, blue. Favorite sport. Um, basketball. Okay. Favorite game. Minecraft Bedrock. See, I'm gonna change all the caps lock and stuff. Favorite fruit. Apple. Favorite animal. Um, dinosaur. Grrr. Favorite color, blue. Favorite sport, basketball. Favorite game, Minecraft Bedrock. Favorite fruit, apple. Favorite animal, dinosaur. Grrr. So, we accomplished it. This seems like a lot of steps, but really, it's only 12 lines of code. But I split it up to make it easier to understand. So really, it isn't really that much. Python is quite short. And bam, we solved the puzzle. Even Sherlock can't solve it. Okay, thank you all so much for watching my tutorial. Please write in the comments below if I was too slow, too fast, normal, if I'm explaining it too easy, too hard, normal, and make sure to type in the comments below if my typing is so sweet and slick, like so smooth. Hey, oops. Hey, y'all. I'm using a keyboard. I'm using a mouse. Oh, sorry, my keyboard almost fell. Okay, thank you all so much for watching my tutorial. I spent lots of time preparing this all for you guys. And also, I forgot one more thing. Please write in the comments below if you would like to see a tutorial on how to make Python games. I made a few, like PY games, cricket, tic-tac-toe game, guess game, hangman. I will play these games in a separate tutorial. It's not really a tutorial, but it's a game tutorial. I'm just gonna play it and then in another video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it using a simple layout that I already made. And also, I forgot to say, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you subscribe and like. Here's my catchphrase. Smash that like button and subscribe below. Thank you all so much for watching, and please sure to write positive reviews about my video. Thank you all so much, and see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.